Hey everybody, this is Verna from Stampin' Notes. Hi Margaret. It is gorgeous today. And thank you for sharing, Margaret. If you comment and share in this post, you'll be put into a drawing for some goodies. And I'm excited to share with you these little sugar cookie cards. They were so much fun to make, and they remind me of my mom's sugar cookies that we always baked growing up. And they're a lot of fun. We're going to use the Sending Cheer bundle with this. And before I show you all of that, my name is Verna Mullen from Stampin' Notes, and welcome to my studio. It's in Western New York. Today is November 6, 2023. And I'm here every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live class. And then I will have a project sheet also. I will put a link in the comments below to my blog so you can grab that project sheet and use that. I'm just getting my computer settled here. And if you're on here, say hi, let me know where you're from. I always think that's so much fun to see where everyone's from, and you can tell me if you're an avid stamper, if you've stamped before, or you haven't stamped very much. Also, I wanted to let you know that my in-studio card buffet is this week, at the end of the week, Friday or Saturday, November 10th or 11th. I will be open from 10 to 4 p.m. I will have a variety of cards. Sorry, I don't know why my phone did that. I will have a variety of cards to share with you. You get to pick what you would like to make, and it will be a lot of fun. Hi, Cindy. You're from Northeast Kansas. Welcome. Really new to stamping. I know I remember when I started, it was a little overwhelming, but maybe there's so much to it and so many different things you can do. It's really a fun, creative hobby to have. It's nice to have you here. Also, if you shop with me this week using the current host code, which is KX9CX67E, at checkout, I will send you a PDF tutorial for some free cards. And if your order is $40, I will send you the pieces to make one of each of these sugar cookie cards. You will need the Sending Cheer bundle, but I will have the rest of it done. And if your order is $50 or more, I will send you a pack of the Festive Pearls that I'm going to use today. And this is good through Monday. If you are interested in that, but you place a $50 order with me, I will send you. You can also choose something that's $10 or under from the current catalog instead of getting the card kits. So, and then you also earn a loyalty reward point for every $50 order you place with me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you how we made these cards. And I forgot to say that Joanne Rinker, you won last week, and I appreciate your sharing and commenting. So Joanne, if you message me with your mailing address, I will get your pack of gems out to you. Yes, Cindy, there are two different types. There's the cling type and the photopolymer. And this stamp set that we're going to use today is a photopolymer, so it's clear. It's the stamps are all clear. You can see through them, which makes it kind of fun when you're stamping. It makes it a little bit easier. The cling stamps have a little more of a cushion, and I'll grab one of those and show you what I'm talking about. Let me go grab a cling stamp set. So this is one that's called So Sincere, and it's the red rubber like this. And then it has the stickers that you can put on the back of them. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. I'd be happy to help you with that. Sometimes too, with a photopolymer, they stamp better if you have a little cushion under them. So anyways, we're using this Sending Cheer stamp set and the dies, which are just adorable. There's a gingerbread man and the stocking and a present. There's holly. Forgot to turn my light on. I'll get that on there so you can see better. And I'll show you the dies. You can buy them separate, or if you buy them as a bundle, you save 10%. So here's the stocking, and you've got the fluff for the top of the stocking, or you can use this. It's more traditional. And this is a little heel and toe for the stocking, the gingerbread man, and there's little hearts you can die cut. There's a ribbon that die cuts and fits down across the package. There's a hat. This is a little palm that goes at the end of the hat. There's hearts. There's a tag. So this is a really cute set. Love this set. So I'll show you how we're going to start with making our little card. So this is what the card looks like. And it opens like this, and I didn't get a sentiment in here yet. And this top looks like frosting. I'll show you what we're going to emboss it with to make it look like frosting. And this will fit into our envelopes. It's about 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, I believe. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I got that cookie shape. And I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cotton Emboss machine, and this is a die cutting machine, and it folds up. It opens like this. We also have a smaller one that will fit dies that are up to 3 inches. And so I'm going to bring that in, and this has different labeled plates. It tells you how, this base plate tells you how to layer your plates for the different either die cutting or for embossing. And then it has this plate here. Mine is kind of bent. I'm going to turn it upside down. And then you have your cutting plates, and these are very worn. Actually, I haven't had them that long, but I've been doing a lot of cutting for the class for the end of the week here. So I have a piece of crumb cake cardstock. It is 8.5 by 4.5, I believe. And I've scored it at 4 1/4, which is halfway. And I'm going to lay it on my plate like this. And I'm using the Deckled Circles dies. I'll show you the whole package in a minute, but I'm using, excuse me, got a frog. I'm using the fifth largest die. And I'm gonna, so I've got the opening here. At the top where the score line is, we're gonna just put it over the edge like that, barely. So what's gonna happen is it won't cut that edge. So it's gonna make it so that we will have a folded circle card, or we're gonna call it our Christmas cookie, sugar cookie card. I'm going to put a piece of Post-it note tape there to hold that down. And I'm going to put the top plate on. And then I'm going to crank the machine. And it will go through, and it's going to die cut that cardstock. I should have turned my machine the other way. Now, so we're going to take this off here. I'm leaving the machine there because I got to show you how to emboss to get the frosting look on the paper. So here's our little card. And see, isn't that cute? It comes out like that. And it looks like the shape of a cookie. And now let's emboss our white cardstock to make it look like frosting. And I'm using the 6 largest die for that. So these fit right inside each other. I'm going to use a smaller one to make it look like there's frosting. So for this, our lineup of plates is different. We're going to put this in, and then we have our embossing folder. And what should I do with my circle? Here it is. I've already cut out the circle with this die. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this Cascading Ruffles embossing folder, and we will get a look like frosting. I'm just going to lay it in there, and your folded end always goes this way into the Big Shot, and this is the embossing plate. And we're going to run this through. And we'll get that nice ruffled look, and we're going to call it our frosting. Okay. So I'm going to move the machine out here. Okay, so we'll open our folder. Isn't that cool? So that gives a look of like, we're going to call that our frosting on top of our cookie. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, and before we put this together, we're going to add some sprinkles on top. And I'm grabbing a piece of scrap paper to do that. Okay, I've got a piece of scrap paper here. And I'm going to lay this on it, and you can see I've done this before. You want to cover your area when you do this. I'm going to take a red Stampin' Write marker. And these are Stampin' Write markers, so they have a brush tip, which is larger, and a bullet tip. And I'm going to take the brush tip, and I'm just going to flick it against or over the paper like this, and it will add what looks like those sprinkles, you know, that you buy in the store. So we're going to add some sprinkles onto our sugar cookie. Isn't it funny, as a kid you have like your favorite colored sprinkles, although I'm sure they all taste the same. But as a kid, you know what I mean, you want, you know, what your favorite color is. Okay, so let's bring in our little dies, and I'm going to show you what I've die cut. I'll just show you without bringing the dies. So I've die cut this little hat here. This is a Santa hat, and we're going to put the hat together. I've die cut the little, I don't know what you call this, trim. I like this one. So I'm going to bring in my glue bottle right here, and I'm using Stampin' Up's Tombow glue. I like to put mine in a fine tip glue bottle. It's less messy and goes a little farther. And I'm just going to put that little beautiful trim on there like that. And we're going to add a little pom-pom on the back, or on the tail. I'm going to put that right there. Okay, so we have our little hat, and so we're going to have a Santa hat cookie on this one. And we'll pretend that this is, what is that frosting that's solid? Oh, my daughter-in-law would know because she does baking. It's on the tip of my tongue. All right, so I'm going to turn this way. Before I put the hat on there, I'm going to stamp Ho Ho Ho, which is one of the stamps from the Sending Cheer bundle, and I'm bringing in my real red ink for that. And I've got my little photopolymer stamp so I can see really well where I'm putting this, and there's ridges on this. So actually, I think I'm going to turn it this way. It'll be easier to stamp. So I'm going to put one here. You just kind of want to stamp where there aren't any ridges. One there. And one over here. Okay. And we need, our hat needs a little ribbon on it. And I'm using the gingham, our black and white gingham ribbon. I'm going to snip a little piece off there. Fondant. Thank you, Cindy. I knew I had it like on the tip of my tongue. Fondant. Yes. Okay. So this is our fondant hat. And we're just gonna pull this through here. I've got to wind that end up better. Come on. All right, I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool and push that through. There we go. Okay. Well, I've never been to Kansas. Maybe someday. Okay. And I'm just gonna tie that on there like that. You can do a knot too. I'm gonna pull these closer and let's snip off the ends to make them a little nicer. Okay. And these are, I'm going to add some dimensionals. These are, they're sticky foam, and it just raises up whatever you're going to put on your card. And it gives it a little more dimension. It looks nice too. So I'm going to put this on here like this. And they have a little backing that you peel off. I think I'll put it a little bit sideways like that. There's our ho ho ho. And let's add this to our sugar cookie case. Right here. So I'm just going to add my liquid glue on the back, and I like to use the liquid glue whenever I'm using something that's embossed because of all the little ups and downs from being embossed in the paper. It's not very good English, but you get the gist of it. All right, so there's our little hat. Oh, that's a good idea, Margaret. The thing you thread dental floss through. Great idea. And I'm going to grab the Festive Pearls. Forgot to bring them over. Oh my. Here they are. I love these because they're so tiny and they look like sprinkles that you put on a cookie. If you know what I mean. Okay, and this take your pick tool is great because it has a putty end that you can use to pick up those little sprinkles or gems. We'll just make a little series of 3 together right there. And we need our inside piece. And I'm going to stamp it. Let's see here. How about we'll do Sending Cheer, but you could use like Merry Christmas from another stamp set. This is cute because it has no peeking, because these are made to use as tags. That's why there's this tag thing here. And that's why they have the hole in the top. They're actually made to be used as tags, but we're going to use them for our Christmas cookie card. And Grabbing the red ink. Okay, so we're gonna lightly tap that on there. Just want to lightly tap on your ink pad, because if you tap too hard, it gets, especially on the rubber stamps, it gets on the edges, and then you end up stamping that. You get the edge marks on your whatever you're trying to stamp, the paper you're stamping. Okay, and we're going to add this to the inside. And I want that sending chair at the top. Right like that. And let's stamp some holly leaves. There's holly leaves in this set, and got the leaves over here. And I'm going to use shaded spruce for that. One nice thing about Stampin' Up's products, a wonderful thing about their products, is all their paper and their ink coordinate. All the colors coordinate. So there's shaded spruce cardstock, ink, markers, blends, and then any of the ribbons that they come out with will coordinate with the colors also. So it's super nice because of that. And we need some berries on there. So we'll grab the berries. We had a this or that sugar cookie or fudge. Did you guys participate in that? I know, Margaret, you did. Cindy, I can't remember. I was surprised at the participation. The most people have ever participated was for the cookies or fudge. This or that question. It was cool. Okay, so there's our cute little hat card. And, oh, you did, Cindy. Which did you say? The fudge or the... And there's our sending cheer. Okay, so let's move on. And Margaret, I can't remember what you said either. All right, so our next card, we're gonna do the gingerbread man. He's my favorite one in this set. And I'm using the old Stamparatus, which is no longer available from Stampin' Up, or you can use the Misty tool, which is available from I think it's my Pink Petunia, maybe. What it is a tool to use if you have to repeat stamping so that your stamp is in the same position each time or your paper's in the same position with your stamp each time you go to stamp. It's a wonderful tool, especially for a stamp like this. You can see this is a solid image here. And so I'll show you what I mean. We're going to use Pecan Pie ink, and I'm stamping this upside down. I'm stamping that gingerbread man, and we'll see how he comes out when we stamp it. Now you can see it's pretty grainy. There's it's darker in areas than it is in other areas. So that's the beauty of using a tool like this for your stamping, is you can restamp until you get the full color that you want on your paper. And we'll do that again, and that's pretty dark. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to stamp the little eyes and nose, the little face for that little gingerbread man. And I'm going to use Memento Black ink. I'm going to bring that in right here. Whoops. We'll ink him up. And oops, we don't want to do that. And I'm just going to stamp that his eyes and nose. So he's pretty cute. You guys can see that. But see how nice, what a nice job that did filling that in. And there are red hearts. I could stamp the red hearts on him if I wanted to, but I'm going to leave him for now that way. And I've already die cut one out. So when you die cut him out with a die, this is what he looks like. There's a little tag thing on there, and you could cut it off, or I'm going to leave it on there because I want to put a little ribbon through it. So let's bring in another piece of our frosting, our top frosting, and I'm going to put it this way. And now, say you wanted to color the black and white ribbon. So I'm going to bring in, I've got a piece of the gingham ribbon, and I'm going to bring in one of our blends markers. This is like the pecan pie. And I'm just going to go right down that ribbon like that. You want to let it dry a little bit. So I've already done one. And it has dried. And I'm going to put it right through there. Here we go again. Actually, when it dries, it makes the ribbon a little bit stiff. Here we go. Yeah, My Sweet Petunia, that's the name of it. Thanks, Margaret. And I'm going to pull those up. Now, I am going to stamp the holly berries on, I'm going to find a flat place to stamp the holly berries on this. Probably that will work. The leaves and the berries. So I'm going to come back in with the shaded spruce. I'm going to find a flat spot to stamp that. You can stamp these before you run them through the embossing folder, which is probably the wise thing to do, but I wanted to show you that you can stamp it too after it's been run through. And we need our berries. We'll get the red for that. We'll go right on the end here. And now let's add our little gingerbread guy on there. I'm not going to put the sprinkles on, but we do need some dimensionals. Do either of you girls have this set? And I'm loading them up pretty good with dimensionals. You don't really probably have to put that many on. I tend to do that because I like it that they stay up better with a few more on there. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we'll put him about like that. Then we'll bring in our cookie base and add the glue on the back. There's a new online exclusive products are being released tomorrow. There are some beautiful products in there, and you can find them on the website. On my website, you click on products, and then you click on online exclusives. And they aren't in any of the catalogs. They're just exclusive to online. And let me trim this so it's a little shorter. And we'll do the inside. We'll do the holly berries and holly leaves and the berries. And that one didn't come out the greatest, but we'll leave it for now. If your stamp doesn't come out too great, you can go back in with a marker of the same color and color it in, or you can use the Stampin' Blends markers. They're a pen that have a substance in them so that when you dip it onto the ink pad, you can color with it. If you don't have the markers, you can use the ink pad, which is really cool. So there's that one. There's our gingerbread man. This thing wants to go a little bit wacky, but we could put a glue dot there and fix that. And let's do one more. Let's do the stocking. So for the stocking, I am going to put sprinkles on the frosting. And I have actually this Shaded Spruce Stampin' Blends marker. And I'm just going to come in like this and flick it. Okay, so there are our sprinkles. Let's do the stocking. And I've used the Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper, that plaid, to die cut the stocking out. We'll add the beautiful white fluffy top, just like that. And then we have these, this is the heel. The heel goes right here. And then we have the toe. I'm going to pick that up. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here. And put that on there like that. We'll add our dimensionals. Get those backings off. Okay, so let's put this, maybe like that. And see, let's stamp for you. I wonder if I already, nope, here it is. For you. We'll stamp it right on that card. Oh, let's see if this will stamp. Okay, I got it too close to the edge, but we'll go with it for now. And I'm going to bring in my glue. Got something dragging along the tip here that I need to clean off. All right, so our top is right there. Got that like that. And let's add some little gems there. We forgot to add the ribbon. So I've colored this with the Shaded Spruce Stampin' Blends marker. The Stampin' Blends are an alcohol-based marker, and the Stampin' Write marker, the smaller ones that I used earlier, are not. So I did not have the Shaded Spruce Stampin' Write marker, so I used the blends to color my ribbon. These will be a cute card to give. You could use it as a big tag too. Either way. And we're going to cut this way down. Now, if that ribbon is going wonky and it's not staying the way you want it, you can add a glue dot there underneath to get it to go like that. And we need a couple gems on that. And I'm going to add some of this silver. We'll add them right up here. Whoops. And you could add some more, maybe I'll add some more down here too. Let's see. Oh, that one's not going to stick good. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and put the inside in on this one. So the two dies that you need the Deckled Circles dies to make this, and you need the Sending Cheer bundle, which is the dies and the stamp set to make these. Okay, so we've got our 3 cards. We did the, and you could do the present too. There's a present in the set. We got the stocking and the hat and the gingerbread man, who is right here. So I hope you've enjoyed these, and I will add a link for the tutorial so you can, or the project sheet, so you can grab that later. If anyone's interested in getting the kits for these, you just need to place an order of $40 or more in my online store and use the current host code KX9CX67E. And if your order is $50 or more, I'll send you a pack of the little pearls that I used with these cards. So hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care, and I'll be doing more with this set this week. Thanks, Margaret. Hey, Donna. Yeah, they would be cute tags. I know. Yeah, the ribbon on the circle would be a good idea too. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye now.